5.7 by 28 versus 22 TCM. I am fairly certain that the chat loves 5.7 by 28 because it's one of those things that people talk about online, and there's all sorts of like lore and like old wives' tale about how effective it is and whatnot. I'm not actually sure
That's a 22 TCM.
Great. Pull that guy up there. It's the short, fat guy. So why don't you explain 22 TCM for a second?
Okay, so 22 TCM.
Quick editor's note. We are talking about the 22 TCM, not the TCM9R. The standard TCM is the only one that's offered in a rifle application. However, I thought it was important to note that the TCM9R is known for having some issues. If you visit Glock Talk, I will leave links in the description for all of this. A gentleman posted that he was blowing large holes in TCM9R primers, originally posted October 4th, 2020. It took him several months to finally get in touch with someone from Arms Corps, and this was posted on November 12th, 2020. Upon speaking with someone from Arms Corps, he basically said that, yes, ammo is an issue, and they have tried several different things to remedy this problem, from basic brass casings, as you see here, to now offering nickel-plated case, and even its own issues with it blowing large holes in the primer. And I had the exact same experience that this gentleman had at Glock Talk, where basically they acknowledged that they knew that there was some issues with the 22 TCM9R ammo. However, I was going to have to come out of pocket to ship back the 400 rounds that I had purchased from them, as well as my barrel and conversion kit that I had purchased from them. In total, I had shot close to 2 mags, and I noticed there was very, very noticeable pressure inconsistencies. Some of the rounds barely cycled the slide, while others were extremely hot. And then after I gathered the primers up, or I gathered the spent casings up, examined the primers, and this is actually one of the primers from that specific lot that I gathered up. The rest of them I sent one box and paid to have it shipped back to Arms Corps because they needed to know that there is a problem. The rest of it I'm still sitting on and will continue to sit on for paperweights because it is unsafe to be out there in the market. Thought it was important to note. I will leave links in the description for anybody who wants to see it, and there will be photos posted in the Discord for anyone who is interested. All right, back to the video. Thanks, guys.
Is a it's a 5.56 case. It's been chopped down, chopped and neck down. I think it's 45 ACP cartridge overall length. Not entirely sure. They stick a 40 grain 22 caliber bullet in it, and it shoots like 2,700-ish feet per second. Somebody can check me on that. But we're not talking pistols. We're talking rifles. And in a rifle, it's fantastic. And in a rifle, I've not heard great things about 5.7. So I'm going 22 TCM because I haven't heard great things about 5.7. I've heard it's like kind of anemic in the civilian market, and I haven't gotten a chance to shoot it, and I know you have. So
now 22 TCM, I've shot it in handguns. So I've shot it in a couple 1911s, 2011 style handguns, let's say, at a couple gun shows that I've been to. And it's a very interesting recoil impulse because it's blasty. Out of a 5-inch barrel, it throws a huge fireball. Even in the daytime, it is a very noticeable, huge fireball. The recoil is very fast, but there's not much to it. The slide weight does not need to be as heavy as some other calibers out there. So it's a very interesting caliber. It's kind of fun to shoot. I would say it overall recoils less than 9mm. It's very, very fast. Very, very fast. My thing about 5.7, though, is 5.7 is much more proven in terms of how long it's been used and how many different guns that it's been used. And as someone brought up earlier, I believe it was Cold Dead Hand. Where'd he go? Cold Dead Hand, which is unironically my favorite commenter of all time. He just has this really dry, sarcastic attitude all the time, which is fantastic. For guns and ammunition availability, 5.7. So I'm actually on 5.7 team, not because it's particularly good, but because I know that you can get more guns in it. And the guns that you can get 5.7 in are kind of like the dedicated PDW type stuff, where I think these cartridges perform really well. If you're going to hand me either of these things in a 16-inch barrel or longer, I mean, I would just go with any other caliber at that point. But yeah, Red Right Hand says they're both just spicy 22s. They are spicy 22s, but they can make sense in that really small, compact gun application. The P90 is great because you get great capacity out of a small package as well, right? You get 50 rounds in there. The MP7, if H&K would ever sell it to the civilian market, 40 round capacity. Whenever PSA brings out their poor MP7 clone, you get the 40 round stick mags for that. Now, maybe if 22TCM got more support and had better bullet availability, because that's another thing. 5.7 you can get special bullets for. No, maybe not in the US, but in certain places you can get special bullets. So I'm going to lean towards 5.7. So are we going to put it up to a poll?
I think TCM is cheaper, but 5.7 is more widely available. I'm ambivalent would be the best way to put it. Okay. But yeah, I think I can go 5.7 on this one.
Well, I'm just going to put it in there. So we're going 5.7. That's what we've decided.